The internet is going to keep us alone indefinitely. So listen up and listen well, or enjoy your lonely nights of gooning by yourself forever. We are in a fight for our life, our romantic survival, our lovers' escapade, all because of online dating. And if you stick around to the end, I'll share what we can potentially do, not to only find people suited for us, but to expand our time here on this little rock we have. This episode of Daydreams is an adventure through time and space to uncover what happened to the baddies, and if there's any left in the wild. We are on a mission to discover the mystery of where the fineshyt went. Reason number one is that fineshyt is stuck dealing with other fineshyt, and they all suck. Here's why. The baddies might be online, or on a yacht, or at dinner, surrounded by other baddies, far and wide, tall and short, rich and poor, enjoying playing on the apps the way a cat plays with a mouse. As awesome as instant matches are for them, they still aren't getting anything worthwhile, at least. Mediocre dates, terrible conversationalists, no chemistry, and really awesome sex. Because really awesome sex can only go so far for so long. You see what I... This guy stinks! The drop-dead gorgeous people who haven't lost touch with reality and still choosing to date realize that everyone in their dating pool is absolutely crazy, emotionally unavailable, or just have bad luck and a bit of terrible taste.
Very much has an undertone of violence.
They leave the in-person scene and explore the darkest of realities, the land of the dating aisles. Most of these apps are full of the horniest people left behind by the virtuous people of the world, or those who've weeded out the crazy because of cross-image searches. It's no different from Pretty People Peninsula, except this time they're ugly, or they're catfish, or they're ugly catfish. Oh my. And it's just a huge haunch fest of trying to get their rocks off like cockroaches. They're like the cucarachas of online love. Reason number two, why the fineshyt disappears is because they have to navigate the biomes. Bumble is for the romantics who want a connection. They want dinner dates. Hinge is for the chops, and it's okay, I'm on Hinge. I know what I'm working with. And Tinder is for people who know how to behave and not get banned, so they have to use the other two things listed. They all have their own rules and regulations, and everyone's looking for something different. You would say shopping for different produce. That was a bad analogy. You're more than meat for prying eyes. No matter what part of the biome of online dating the attractive people end up at, most of their time is spent feeling like chuck steak, auctioning themselves to the nearest beard or BBL, just to be thrown away like expired charcuterie. So they delete the apps, not wanting to return to Pretty People Peninsula or the land of the dating aisles. That's not always the case, but most of the time it's the best option. The journey's long. Maybe you're a baddie in retirement, watching from your ivory tower, reminding yourself why choosing this version of isolation has been good for you. And you find peace with that. Your bath is warm, and your rose is fully charged, and you're at a really good plot point in your novel. You have time, and you have peace. And you've detached yourself for the game of chasing. Much like the good rats we've been conditioned to become, we are surviving this late stage version of capitalism, barely, by optimization, baby. The holy words of our shareholders. Love has been monetized. And corporations want us to pay for tiers on dating apps just so we can be seen more? And stay with me. If that's the business model, and these companies have all of our data, who's to say that these companies don't actually have everything they need to match people with someone that's completely compatible and has everything they're looking for? That's they probably do. They probably have all of this data. Put a tinfoil hat on. They probably do, And the business model is actually created on keeping compatible people far, far away from one another. Because then they lose out on a paying, tearful customer. Made to be deleted. My ass. Reason 4. The fine is missing is because the baddies are cuddled up with someone chopped and learning life skills. The troll invites them out and pays for dinner and knows the lost art of cooking. The troll is pure magic to the fine. Because the troll is kind and owns a swamp and has a massive the baddies are cuddled up with the most rancid looking motherfucker right now. Maybe we did get outmogged by the ASU frat leader, but then again, conventionally attractive people pull much less than what someone would say is ugly. Because they have skills hot people never learn. In a world of look maxing and mogging and peptides and blah blah blah, why does everyone want to Shrek?
Donkey!
Huh? If look maxing really was important, why does everyone want to Shrek? Or why do y'all think this is hot? I'll wait. Done waiting. Way too many people think Shrek is attractive. And he's a literal ogre. If I pinned Jacob Elordi and Shrek against each other, I think Shrek would win. Not because his fan base is older, but because more people want to him. To find the baddies, they want that Shrek energy. And someone that can cook and file taxes and actually know what day is trash day. Hot people don't learn these skills. They don't know when trash day is, they just remain hot. But all of us normies have to learn how to flip crypto and be good conversationalists to remain in the dating pool for our survival. The true romance is the mediocre dates and awkward silences we are able to fill along the way.
I get an amen up in here.
Number 6 of where the fine went is they went outside and we didn't realize it. Our fine explores the land. They navigate the way of being single for a while and they're happy. And they too are searching and partaking in the game of love. Fine has realized that all along the baddies were outside their comfort zone. And with all the landscape they've traversed, they are much more qualified to find that spark again. That feeling sparked from that one troll-looking man many moons ago. The fine learns that all the is outside waiting to feel the analog feeling of their pulse racing and heart beating, shooting their shot IRL. The story of fine teaches us and reminds us that we're social creatures. People that need adventure and adrenaline. And nothing is more exhilarating than asking someone you find attractive if you can have their number. People would rather be shot than to do that. And that's insane. Let the fear wash over you. The embarrassment flow through you. You are not cringe, but you are free. And the gamble of yes or no take place. You have no anyway. You might as well try. Love is a game, and good players know when they've lost and when to move on. Only sore losers beg for you to like them. But you aren't considered a player at all until you step out onto the court. The professional players know that. The fine shit knows that. And there's a metaphor in there for more than just online dating. And remember, if you ever feel like this dimension is too much, you can always subscribe and escape the matrix.